Well, home stretch. We're just getting up into Pennsylvania. It's about 2.5, 3 hour drive up here. But this weekend, same time every year, it's usually the second Saturday of April. Got the opening day of PA trout season. Been coming to the same spot, fishing the same hole, camping the same spot since, I was knee high, like 5 years old. But get to link up with friends and family, haven't seen in a while, but we all kind of get together for the same weekend and get after trout for a couple days. And it's grown into more than just fishing. Whenever I was younger, it was always about just going out and see who can catch the most or the biggest fish. And as you get older and you mature up a little bit, you realize it's way more important than however many fish or getting the biggest fish. The old man, he's getting off work a little bit later, and he probably won't get in till later tonight, but one of his buddies, his lifelong buddies, Mark, he's already up there with his two boys. They're getting camp set up. So we'll see them in probably about 15, 20 minutes, but I can't wait to get there and get this weekend off and rolling.
This spot is special for the fact that this is my earliest memory of fishing. I've been fishing here for 45 years, and I've been camping here for 15. So it's for me, I have to come back here. It's driven. I have to do it. My father's brought me here for as long as I can remember, and when I grew up and became a father myself, I started bringing my children here. So I don't know any other place to be opening day of trout season.
The drive from Greensburg, PA was about 75 miles. Had the rain following me, and obviously you can see right now that it's starting to fade a little bit. I was the last guy in the camp. This is a long time coming up here with Jeremy and I. For him, probably about 25 years. Love it. It's a great place to be. You come up here, you get with family and friends, have a good time around a campfire the night before. So that what we end up doing is we get together, take a walk down to the creek, see what it's like, get a game plan for the morning, how it's going to go. Typically the first day of trout fishing in Pennsylvania, it's chaotic. It's elbow to elbow people. But for me, as I'm getting older and watching Jeremy come up, I know he loves it. And I have more fun watching that, having that happen and seeing it. It's just great time for him and I, come up with family and friends and just hang out and enjoy the outdoors. What really drives me and my passion is seeing it coming back out of that same person, whether it's your son, your wife, your daughter, whoever. So it's been about 35 years of coming up this beautiful place up here in Somerset County. We have a great time. It's fishing season. It's time to roll and have some fun.
We're just getting up, starting breakfast, moving around. It poured yesterday afternoon. It just came in. We saw it coming up over top of the mountain. We just started diving in trucks. And then it stopped and the stream went back down and it was perfect. And then the rain came back and brought the stream back up. And it's looking a little yoo-hoo-ish right now, but it'll come back down pretty quick. We still got about an hour or so before we can make that first cast. So get a little breakfast going, fire's rocking again. Hang out for a little bit and see how long an hour can pass.
The opening day, preparations and thought start as early as February. You start thinking about it, you start planning it, talking to guys, see who's coming, who's not, get the fishing rod out, maybe put new line on it. The final prep is usually a few days before, and it always seems to happen. We always seem to have everything we need, and we always seem to land right here every year. And it started mostly to bring my kids here. For me, my earliest memory would be to bring them here. I didn't fish much when they were with me starting out. I did a lot of hook tying and hook baiting, but I still thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think that was kind of spawned or born from my father bringing me here every year. So I think tradition was based on, I didn't have a choice. I was a kid, that's where my dad brought me. And it's just kind of embedded itself where I have to be here. There's just, something tells me every year, you know, salmon know where to go, and so do I. And it's right here on opening day. Well, anytime you get out and you can spend an evening in the woods and camp, have a fire, go fishing, enjoy time with your family, is priceless. And you can't get it sitting in front of the TV watching fishing. You have to get out and do it. And there's no better place or no better time to introduce kids to fishing is in this atmosphere. The weather's great, there's plenty for them to do, but I think once they do start fishing, they'll get hooked, and they have to experience it. You know, dads and moms have to take their kids, they have to take them fishing, let them experience it, let them make their own decision. But I think it will lean toward they'll be back here every year like I am. You know, one of the biggest things was when I would bring my son here for the first time. And I did the same thing my dad did, and I brought him here when he was 5, and that was a challenge. So there was a lot more respect for my father after taking a 5-year-old opening day of trout season. And it was just a big rush and kind of a pride moment for my dad to see my son doing the exact same things I did. So I can't take and ever, you know, replace that memory with anything else. And my father, who was a very quiet man, would beam whenever he would see the boys fishing. So I think continuing on the tradition was something that he would want, but he never really said. It spoke volumes that I brought my children here to fish like he brought me.
We're out here on the river, warmed up this week, a little bit of rain, 40s last week, but this week we got about 73 degrees out here. We got the second best trout angler in Western Pennsylvania, Mark Sr. over there, and we got my little brother John. All in all, a pretty good day, caught 4 so far, a little bit slow this morning, but hopefully we'll pick up here as time goes on. Been coming here 15 years. My dad's been coming here about 40. My little brother, this is his 10th year. It's our family tradition every year, camping out opening day of fishing. As the day progresses, I think fish are going to start hitting more once the mud gets out of the water from the rain last night and it clears up a little bit. You can see what's in front of them, and you don't have to be quite as pinpoint perfect with all your casting to try and get it right in front of their face. They might just pick up and find it as soon as you cast in. It's really cool too seeing some other families starting it as well. You know, generations from fathers to grandfathers to brothers to sisters. Everyone's out here just enjoying the sport.
My family's been coming up here ever since I was about 5. I've been coming up here. And every year it's a huge success. It's not 100% about fishing, catching the fish, mainly just being with your friends and family up here, having some good laughs, eating some good food, sitting by the fire. There's nothing better than it.
It's a pretty slow morning. Still a good day to be on the water, but the water was just up ripping too hard this morning, so it's still coming down. It's starting to get green, but we're gonna give it some more time. We're gonna head back to camp. I got a cooler full of deer burgers that we're gonna put on the grill, have some lunch, and then figure out, we'll probably come back up to this spot and see if we can bang out some more fish, and then venture down, hit a couple other streams.
Well, you can see by the numerous camps that are around here that people really like this area. Brings back a lot of memories. Brings back a lot of memories because all my cousins grew up around here and we all fished together. We went down in this creek and we were fishing for suckers and everything else, anything we could catch. So when I see these other kids, it reminds me back then. I had 5 or 6 cousins when we come over here. That's all we'd do is fish. But I've been coming over here fishing since 1954 with my dad. They called him the wizard with a worm. That's all he ever used was worms, and he caught fish like you couldn't believe. And he got me sucked into it, and I've been doing it ever since, and my boys the same way. It's just the camaraderie of it. And the people just love it around here. Oh, you shouldn't miss out on it. It's a wonderful experience just being out in nature, and if the weather cooperates, you can't beat it. It's the greatest, especially if the fish are biting.
So finally the stream has come down enough that I can get up and fish the section of this hole that I normally always start on. So between here and about 10 feet over to my left is my spot that I'll be standing at 8 a.m. on most Saturdays, but unfortunately this morning the water was up too high and it was ripping too hard, so it wasn't fishable over here, so I stayed low. But now that it's come down, I get to come up here and hit this spot now. So we'll see. Looks good in front of us. Well, it's the afternoon, post-lunch, got a couple burgers in us. Nobody really put down fish this morning in this spot. Water was too high, so we decided to stick around here and try to get after these fish again. There's a lot of fish in here, just nobody's catching them just because of the water. But I had night crawlers sitting in the cooler I didn't even bring out this morning, so I brought those out. We'll see how they do this afternoon. Oh, there's a hit. Five hours later, number 2. Pennsylvania trout fishing, this is just one of the many ways that we do it. Pennsylvania's got, off the top of my head, I want to say it's something crazy like 3,000 miles of fishable water. And then the streams that we're fishing, these are all put and take, and they're all stocked by the Fish Commission. Based on which stream, they start stocking them in March. All sorts of wild and natural trout streams you can fish all year round. Well, kayakers are coming down through. It's 3 o'clock. This day flew by. I can't believe how fast it was. Mark was on the other side of the stream saying he's about ready to get out of here. I thought, he's like, yeah, 3 o'clock. I'm like, oh, you're leaving at 3? He's like, no, it's 3 now. Jesus. So it's been slow. We can always come back and hit this spot tomorrow. But we're gonna go head back to camp, kind of organize up some stuff, and then go hit a different stream and see if we can have a little better luck there and put some more fish on the stream for the fish fry.
He's putting on his sunglasses because he doesn't want to look like he's crying. I think it shows emotion. I think it shows feeling in the heart.
When you miss a year, you realize how special it was, and I'm really excited and happy that I had the opportunity to come back this year and do it all over again. Good weekend again. See you until next time. Yep. See you, bud.
It's always a pleasure.
You there?
What?
Yeah. What were you doing?
I'm up here at Twin Lakes.
How was it?
Lousy.
Lousy. What'd you get them on? How many did you get?
I got 2, and if I tell you what, you put them both together, they'll measure at 10 inches.
Oh, geez. We're gonna go ahead and hit up another stream and try to get a few more fish for the fish fry tonight.
All right.
All right.
Hey, I'll let you go. I'll catch you guys later.
All right, Pap. We'll see you. Good luck.
All right. Take care, babe.
All right, see ya. That was the old man, Pap. He's out fishing today. Glad he got out. He's not, he used to do streams back in the heyday, but he's getting up there in age and just likes to go up to the lake and throw spinners. And he doesn't do the whole 8 a.m. fishing thing. He'll get there about 11 o'clock and fish for a few hours midday, and then call it a day. So glad he got out. Still got a couple fish, so that's a good day for him. So, but yeah, we're gonna go. We still got another couple minutes till we get to the other spot. And then this stream, way different than what we were fishing this morning. A lot prettier, smaller, mountain laurel, little shady spots, real pretty stream. So I'm excited to get back down there and try to put some more fish on the stringer for the fish fry here in a little bit. All right, come on. There you go. I was waiting to see what you were going to do there. That might be it. It's not a bad one to put on the stringer. If somebody gave me the option, I had one thing that I could do the rest of my life, it would be out on the trout stream. I don't care where it's at, but trout fishing has been a passion of mine for a very, very long time. And I can trace it back to when I was a little kid coming out here for the first day, or going out with my grandfather and fishing lakes. And there's so many awesome memories about whenever I was a kid getting out here and fishing. And I picked it up real quick. It was fun and enjoyable. That's why, you know, I have a passion for hunting as well, but fishing is always going to have a special place in my heart just because of all the memories that I've had with it. We're done for the day. It's time to head over to the other camp, go link up with the guys, talk to them on the phone a little bit earlier. They had a way better day than we did, so we're bringing some fish for the fish fry. They've got more. 2019 opening day trout season in the books.
I've been fishing here for 45 years, and we started fishing here probably about 25 years ago, I think, right? Yep, yeah. And at first we slept out in the yard in tents and our trucks and everything else. And then we got the trailer. Then we started the fish fry, and this is the only time we really kill any fish. We're generally catch and release guys all the time. Jeremy, I met Jeremy. I taught school at Hempfield for 35 years. I coached football, and Jeremy played football. I did not have him in class, but that's how I got to know Jeremy. And then he started coming up here, and with Kurt, and just hit it off. And it's nice to have Jeremy come because a lot of times him and Kurt bring a lot of fish, so that's important. But we have you can see here, we probably got, what, 30 fish, I think, today. So we should have a good feast tonight. The fish fry camp, fish camp is what we call it. We all look for, it's like the night before, it's like Christmas Eve for us, because we're all excited to come up. We generally have a big fire, sit around Friday night, and talk and tell lies and everything else. But we couldn't have it last night because it poured down rain. But we have the fire tonight, so we'll be doing that, sitting around. We'll cook brats and on the sticks and everything else, and it's a good time. I think the boys really enjoy it too. This is our trout opener. I don't know how they do it in other places in PA, but this is Western Pennsylvania trout season, the beginning, and it's just a great time.
You guys eat off of this one, and we'll
Take those fries off and do that. Put this over there with those fries on. There you go. Put that plate over there. All right, now we're cooked.
There we go. Now we're rolling.
Oh yeah, let's go. That's already in.
Hardy, grab that paper towel off of that plate, put it on top of that, please. Yep. There we go.
2 weeks before coming out here, kept checking the weather, and it kept changing from rain to no rain to rain to no rain, back and forth from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We put in a lot of work and time on the streams to catch fish, and you could see it as we were dragging on to the first day and towards the later part of the second day, that we were in fish catching mode. We were still enjoying ourselves, but you know, we wanted to, you know, catch some more fish.
You know, this is such an awesome weekend when we get to come out here and we're camping in the same place, we're fishing the same spot that we fished, you know, since I was a little kid. This weekend has grown into who I am, and it's a major part of my life, and being able to do this and do it with my stepdad and you know, his buddy Mark, who's, you know, been in my life since I was a little kid. And it's something that I look forward to every year, and I'm very happy that I get to do it.
Like all great things that have anticipation building up to them, as quickly as they come, they go just as fast. The countdown begins for next year.